part of a wider agricultural support program designed to enhance food production and uplift vulnerable communities.
We'll continue to pray for Mr. President's good health, for the country's economic recovery, for peace and security of this country. And we are here as well today in Kano State to say we remain loyal to our father, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, OFR Kadimul Islam.
It underscores the government's commitment to inclusive welfare and the promotion of sustainable agriculture nationwide. In Kano, Awwal Salisu, NTA News.
Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has appointed Abdul Kadir Ibrahim Bello as the new Emir of Gusau. The 43-year-old 16th Emir of Gusau succeeds his father, Dr. Ibrahim Bello, who died on Friday, 25th July 2025. Until his appointment, the new Emir held the revered traditional title of Bunung Gusau. The Africa Continental Free Trade Area Coordination Office in Nigeria has engaged prospective importers and exporters when the agreement is eventually domesticated in the country. Kunle Adeyeye reports that the conversation dwelt on trade facilitation and challenges of intra-African trade at a summit in Abuja.
It's a gathering of officers in charge of trade in Nigeria. The purpose is to prepare the grounds for the domestication of the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement in Nigeria. Like many other African countries, Nigeria is signatory to the AFCFTA agreement. It's been 6 years now and legislative backing is eagerly awaited. For the prospective beneficiaries of these instruments, importers and exporters will have to understand AFCFTA's rules and regulations, especially the rules of origin. The AFCFTA Coordination Office in Nigeria, the European Union, and the World Customs Organization are making this to happen. The question, however, is there hope in sight for its actualization, and will Nigeria cope with the operational dynamics?
Nothing is late when it comes to AFCFTA implementation. And to the fact that the issue of domestication as well is not even late as well. As we speak, we have gazetted the schedule of tariff concession. The Nigerian AFCFTA Coordination Office started the process.
The Nigerian Customs Service has taken strategic steps to support Nigeria's participation in the AFCFTA. Notably, the establishment of a dedicated export processing terminal at Lilliport, Apapa, Lagos.
Oluwaseun Akadiri is optimistic that without the skills acquired from this program, navigating the new African market will not have been easy.
We want to do more, so being here gives me an opportunity to understand how we can actually achieve that part of the goal, because we'll be selling domestically and we want to go international now. So being here is a wonderful opportunity to do that.
Other participants share Oluwaseun's sentiment, but add that intra-African trade could improve more than the current 20% share. Kunle Adeyeye, NTA News.
Nigeria is beginning to witness a new dawn in maritime safety, education and industry growth as a result of the targeted investments and policy reforms of the federal government in the sector. This was the submission of the Senate Committee on Marine Transport at the end of its oversight visit to the Maritime Academy of Nigeria, Oron. Clement Barikui has details.
Coming 8 years after the last Senate Committee on Marine Transport visited Maritime Academy of Nigeria, Oron, this oversight provided the lawmakers the opportunity to appreciate the strides made by the institution and share in its challenges with a view to further redefine maritime education in the country through legislative support. From the state-of-the-art marine simulators to the newly constructed smart classrooms, cadet hostels, jetties, boat maintenance yards, marine exhibition halls, survivor pools, and engineering workshops, the Senate Committee admit that this is another evidence that President Bola Tinubu's improved budgetary provision to the maritime sector is yielding results.
I commend the management, the staff, and students of this academy for your ongoing commitment to raising the standards of maritime education and professional discipline.
Acting Rector of the Maritime Academy of Nigeria, Dr. Kevin Okonna, assures the lawmakers that the institution will continue to provide the manpower needed for the economic diversification effort of the federal government, as witnessed in 2024 when it successfully trained 4,595 regular and part-time trainees who scaled through 48 courses, including 12 simulator courses.
So going back 10 years, since we had the last visit of that committee, you know the transformation that has happened in this institution.
The Senate Committee on Marine Transport met with management before proceeding to address other staff and cadets. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
As the nation celebrates the Super Falcons' historic win in the 2024 WAFCON, President Tinubu's administration has been lauded for appointing technocrats to lead sports institutions, emphasizing sports as a tool for youth development and gender empowerment. Celebrating Nigeria's Super Falcons win on Good Morning Nigeria, sports enthusiasts say this approach aligns with the President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. Ekemini Williams has details.
In a landmark achievement, Nigeria's women's football team, the Super Falcons, has won the championship for the 10th time, sending shockwaves of joy across the nation. Analysts attribute this historic win to the president's strategic approach to sports development, as well as the Super Falcons' coach discernment and willpower in player selection based on merit and form.
At a point, I believe Coach Justin wanted to see how he can fuse in local-based players and see how the team can have a rebuild, particularly coming from the fact that he also wants to prove a point that he has what it takes. So that actually brought a lot of pressure on the girls.
The guests believe that proper investment and rewards for athletes can yield returns and motivate them to perform better, potentially even winning major tournaments like the World Cup. They described President Tinubu's investment in sports as a strategic move to send a message rather than just a financial investment.
Sports in the world now is an industry of its own, and it's actually a very big industry. And football is one of the driving force in the industry of sports. And if investment is well made, I think they are revenue generating for themselves. So there is no amount that is too much when you reward athletes for good work, for doing good work, because that will encourage them to actually do more.
The Falcons' resilience and determination, despite several setbacks, have renewed hope for women's football in Nigeria. And the achievement is expected to inspire a new wave of young girls to take up the sport. In Abuja, Ekemini Williams, NTA News.
Some aggrieved members of the All Progressives Congress, APC, have staged a peaceful protest to the Lagos State House of Assembly, calling for the removal of the party chairman over allegations of imposition of political appointees on local governments and local council development areas in Lagos. Musa Toliat has the details.
The protesters, drawn from local government and local council development areas across the state, came in several commercial vehicles and demanded the Lagos legislators grant them audience to air their grievances.
Members of the party are now not happy. We are tired with his selfish leadership and the plot of his team to derail from the progressive ideals championed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Our prayer to the illustrious leader of our party is to ask Pastor Jelabi to leave the party now to avoid another imminent disaster in our party administration, and to allow those with constitutional responsibility to diligently discharge their duty without external influence of certain actors with selfish interest.
Honorable Bonu Solomon, representing Badagry Constituency 1, and Honorable Kazim Olayinka, representing Mushin Constituency 2, addressed the aggrieved protesters.
Proper things will be done. Equity, justice must reign in our party. You go back home and wait for results from the executive and legislative arm of government. Is that taken? Yes. On these basics, we appeal to you to allow us to go inside there to receive this your letter. We will stamp it and give you copy and wait for our action.
The Lagos APC Secretariat has released a statement by the spokesperson of the party in the state, Magaji Sheye Oladejo, acknowledging the right to peaceful protest as a legitimate feature of civic engagement. The statement denied the allegation to impose nominations on any local government, adding that the party at the state level only plays advisory role. The Lagos APC therefore states that the party exists precisely to address dissent, evaluate claims, and foster unity, while addressing their aggrieved members to channel their concerns through the official party organs. In Lagos, Musa Toliad, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. We'll take a break now. More reports when we return.
The Sir Ahmadu Bello Memorial Foundation announces a landmark two-day government citizen engagement session holding on the 29th and 30th of July 2025 in Kaduna. With President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, 2 years into office, it's time to reflect. How far have we come on the promises made? This is your chance to engage directly with our government, to get your questions answered, understand policies, and make our voices count. This event will foster dialogue between federal government representatives and citizens, focusing on key sectors like national security, agriculture, infrastructure, social services, governance, and economy. It aims to bridge the gap between policy and public perception, dispel misinformation, and promote accountable governance. Join stakeholders, civil society, and fellow citizens in shaping the future of northern Nigeria and the nation at large. The foundation remains committed to advancing good governance and socio-economic development in Nigeria. Don't miss this historic opportunity, 29th and 30th July 2025 in Kaduna. Be informed, be involved, be the change. This announcement is for your information. Attendance is strictly by invitation. Announcer, Engineer Dr. Abubakar Gambo Umar, Director General, Sir Ahmadu Bello Memorial Foundation.
Welcome back. The newly reconstituted Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission has fixed Saturday, 30th August 2025 for the local government council elections in Rivers State. Emmanuel Lene reports that Chairman of the Commission, Dr. Michael Ode, announced the new date at a stakeholders meeting and unveiling of the revised timetable for the 2025 local government elections.
The stakeholders meeting recorded a large turnout of participants. They include representatives of political parties, security agencies, youth and student groups, faith-based organizations, women, and other concerned groups. Chairman, Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, Dr. Michael Ode, notes that the 7th RISEC is committed to a transparent process that will be fair to all participants. He said the date earlier announced by the former commission leadership had to be changed following the state of emergency in the state and will now hold on Saturday, 30th August 2025.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen will recall that a general stakeholders meeting was convened by the 6th Commission on Wednesday, 5th March 2025, whereupon Saturday, 9th August 2025 was proclaimed as the date of local government council elections in Rivers State, prior to the advent of emergency rule. There will be local government elections on Saturday, the 30th of August 2025 in all the 23 local government areas of Rivers State.
According to the revised timetable, party primaries will hold on Saturday, 2nd August, while submission of names of candidates will take place from 2nd to 4th August. Issuance of forms is bid for Tuesday, 5th August, while return of completed forms is on Thursday, 7th August. Campaigns commence on Monday, 11th August, and ends midnight, Thursday, 28th August. The chairman has promised to collaborate and synergize with all stakeholders periodically to plan in line with the laws guiding the conduct of the election. he solicited for the necessary support to deliver the best of elections for the state. High point of the event was the formal unveiling of the revised timetable in Port Harcourt. Emmanuel Lene, NTA News.
As the aviation industry continues to strive for safer skies, Nigeria's recent aviation accident record has shown promising trend. The risk posed by navigational errors, engine failure, and other factors in the industry still remain a source of concern. This highlights the importance of continued vigilance. Against this backdrop, the 12th Banjul Accord Group Accident Investigation Agency, which had a conference, brought together experts from across West Africa to reaffirm their commitment to improving aviation safety. Aliu Kabir reports.
Aviation accidents occur when aircraft operation results in serious injury, death, or damage. They can be caused by navigational errors, engine failure, weather condition, and bad strikes. Nigeria's aviation accident rate is minimal compared to advanced countries. The NSIV investigations show a significant reduction in accidents. Recent incidents include the Allied Boeing freighter, which crash-landed in Abuja on December 11, 2024, Sikorsky helicopter, which crashed near Boni Finima in Rivers State, and the Diamond training aircraft belonging to Nigerian College of Aviation Zaria, which crashed in Ilorin in May 2025. The 12th edition of Banjul Accord Group Accident Investigation Agency, Bagaya, aims to strengthen capacity to improve aviation safety.
We've had no hull losses. I have to correct that. We've had one, which was the helicopter crash. But again, we're still celebrating no major hull loss or mass casualty events in the West African sub-region in the past 6 years. So that's a testament to the strength and resolve of Bagaya and all the Commission members, because we're all working together to improve aviation safety in the sub-region and in Africa as a whole.
And we're developing capacity every time. So in what he's saying in essence is that accident investigation is not something you assume. You don't assume in terms of investigating it. You need to work in based on fact.
Participants from 7 regional member states, including Cape Verde, the Gambia, Ghana, Guinea, Liberia, and Nigeria, reaffirmed their commitment to reducing air crashes for the betterment of passengers. In Abuja, Aliu Kabir.
In a bold move to convert brain drain into brain gain, the federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Education, has unveiled the Diaspora Bridge platform. The initiative is aimed at reconnecting Nigerian professionals in the diaspora with home-based academic and research institutions to foster innovation, collaboration, and national development. Correspondent Ibrahim Dan Hamidu reports.
The platform, accessible via www.diasporabridge.ng, professionals can register, verify their credentials, and explore opportunities for collaboration with universities, research centers, and policy think tanks across Nigeria. It also integrates virtual learning tools, knowledge exchange forums, and connects with the tertiary education research application system for performance tracking and institutional reporting. According to the Ministry of Education, the platform is a response to the urgent need to address skills gaps in critical sectors, especially in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It also aligns with Nigeria's broader national development goals under the Renewed Hope Agenda, with a focus on human capital development and global competitiveness.
Through integration with Third Frontier's platform, Bridge ensures transparency, continuity, efficiency, and full accountability in our various engagement processes.
From the vantage point of the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, I can assure you that this program aligns perfectly with our drive to commercialize research.
Beyond that, the bridge is a structure that makes it easier to give back.
The UK really wishes to stand shoulder to shoulder with Nigeria. We are aware in the UK just how many talented, dedicated Nigerians they are.
Stakeholders believe Diaspora Bridge has the potential to rebuild Nigeria's academic strength, stimulate innovation, and position the country as a knowledge hub on the African continent, provided it is sustained, properly funded, and actively embraced by both local institutions and diaspora professionals. In Abuja, I'm Ibrahim Hamidu, NTA News.
The IPADA initiative, a 10-day extravaganza featuring carnivals, concerts, festivals, theatrical performances, and cultural celebrations, aims to boost tourism and economic growth in Nigeria and Africa. By showcasing the continent's rich heritage, organizers invite Africans in the diaspora to reconnect with their roots and contribute to Africa's development. The initiative seeks to attract diasporans and Africa enthusiasts to visit, invest, and tap into the continent's human capital potential, empowering Africa to thrive independently.
You know, it's like you leave and then you are coming back. Not like we Nigerians. I am a diaspora. I used to live in the state for a long time. Then I moved back home about 10 years ago. So what we encourage, you know, our brothers and sisters over there is that they have a connection in Africa. It doesn't have to be only Nigerians only.
And we must think there is no box, not just outside of a box. We must make sure that people understand that when you create such a platform, it will keep growing. It's a concerted effort to grow tourism.
We need to learn what Africa is for us. So, in me coming back here, I've learned a whole lot about Africa that I told my mom, I'm not coming back to Barbados. I will visit Barbados because I feel at home in Africa. I found myself in Africa.
They highlighted the potential economic benefits of the IPADA celebration, including increased demand for hotel accommodations, transportation services, entertainment, logistics, and other related industries. This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Here is a recap of our top stories. Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu donates 1 billion naira to displaced families in Benue State. Senate Committee on Marine Transport inspects Maritime Academy of Nigeria, Oron, applauds federal government's initiative in the sector.
I commend the management, staff, as well as the secretary, commitment to raising standards of maritime education and professional discipline.
Federal government launches Diaspora Bridge initiative to optimize Nigerian professionals in the diaspora for development in educational sector.
This is NTA News24.
And that concludes the news at 6 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I am Stella Inameti.